So, for my second Wii review, I'll have a look at news. So, for my second Nintendo Wii U game review, I'll have a look at Nintendo Land, the bundle copy. Now, I played this one first, so I should probably review this one first, but whatever. Now, this is the bundle copy. So, was it a good idea for Nintendo to release this one as a bundle copy on the Wii U, as opposed to something like Wii Sports or a sports title? Well, let's find out. To the Iwata Cave. Alright, let's play some Nintendo Land. Oh, game started. Okay, you know, I should start by addressing one huge flaw in this game. Look at this, there's no widescreen. I mean, look at this shit. Come on, I mean, look at these ugly letterboxes. Come on, Nintendo. Oh, come on. Oh, shit. Look at this. Look at this. It's ugly.
Well, I fixed it now. The game lets you play 12 different attractions, which is what they call it. But don't be fooled. It's just a minigame collection, but they're just trying to disguise it, you know? But I do like minigame collections because they have so much variety. Now, you do get access to the minigames through this hub world. And if you know me, you know that I love hub worlds. So, let's have a look at each minigame. First up, we have the Legend of Zelda Battle Quest. This is one of the free co-op attractions. You can play with either the gamepad or with the Wiimote. The game puts your Mii into the role of Link, which is kind of creepy, but kind of badass. With the gamepad, you play with bow and arrow, and you aim by tilting the screen. Now, there's absolutely no reason to look at the TV, because it doesn't show where you're aiming. But you do use the TV when you play with swords. Now, this wasn't nearly as fun, because, well, it's just another example of how Wiimote sword swinging doesn't work. If you had a real sword, it would have been really heavy, and you had to plan each swing very carefully. But the Wiimote has no resistance, so you can just wave as fast as you want. You can pretty much wave faster than a spinning blender. Blocking is pretty cool though, and the art style is special. Next up is Pikmin Adventure. This one was my brother's favorite attraction, and I don't know why. It's quite... what is the word I'm looking for? Oh, repetitive. There is something satisfying though about it, but it's just so brainless. Is this really how Pikmin is like? You also have a sidekick who is a slightly bigger Pikmin, but the rest are really small. I don't get it. It makes as much sense as Olimar being the size of a human in Smash Brothers. The last co-op attraction is Metroid Blast. Really creative titles, guys. You control Samus' spaceship with the gamepad and shoot stuff. And you can also use the Wiimote and Nunchuck to play as a bounty hunter, where you can hold onto the ship, which is really cool. But what jackass made the control scheme here? Unless you hold down the A button, you can't rotate the camera, so you constantly have to hold it down. What were they thinking? Just put some tape on that A button and never take it off. The next 3 games on the list are competitive, which means they're multiplayer only. Mario Chase is surprisingly not a platformer, which is weird. All you do is walking around trying to escape from Toad or catch Mario. And no, you can't jump. So this has zero relevance to Mario. And why are they chasing Mario? What has he done? Is he accused of vandalism? That would be a great plot for a Mario game. Oh, never mind, it's already been done. The next attraction is Luigi's Ghost Mansion. It's like they just added one extra word to Luigi's Mansion. I think this is many people's favorite attraction, and I can see why. Everyone has to catch a ghost who's only visible on the gamepad, and the one with the gamepad controls the ghost. It's pretty cool, and if the gun gets exposed to light, it becomes visible to everyone. The problem with this asymmetrical multiplayer though, is just that it's asymmetrical. The ghost clearly has the upper hand and will almost always win. It's still very spooky and fun to play. Especially if you're the ghost, because then you know you're gonna win. The last competitive game is Animal Crossing Sweet Days. I think this one is too complicated for the average casual gamer, but I got the idea, eventually. Basically, as an animal, you have to collect candy and bank them while avoiding the police. Now, the more candy you have, the slower you run. Now, the coolest part is playing as the police with 2 joysticks. Yeah, you got the power. After that, we have 6 solo attractions to check out. Even though these are the simplest ones, they might just be the most fun, but let's go through them quickly. The first is Yoshi's Fruit Cart. You draw a path for Yoshi to make sure he collects all the fruit. You have to calculate when to launch Yoshi, so it's kind of like working at NASA and launching Voyager into space. Yeah, that's a weird comparison, I'm sorry. Octopus Dance is... yeah, just look at it. It sucks. But I'm certain though that the Donkey Kong Crash Course has to be everyone's favorite. You tilt, rotate and raise platforms to get through the stage. It's really well thought out and very challenging. This one is for the hardcore. Now next, Takamaru's Ninja Castle is from some Japan-only Famicom game, I guess. It really sticks out, being from a far more obscure title than the rest. Throwing ninja stars with a touchscreen is pretty cool though. Captain Falcon's Twist Race is a smaller version of F-Zero. It has no loops or hills, so I guess it's more similar to the Super Nintendo version. You basically just tilt to steer and it works really well. But please Nintendo, can't you make another F-Zero game? I've been waiting for so long and I skipped F-Zero GX because I thought another sequel was right around the corner, but I was left waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Next up, the last game on the list here is Balloon Fight. And this one actually has you look at both screens, because you see the whole stage on the TV and then you can tap things on the gamepad. It works. Overall, Nintendo Land is a good bundle copy. I can see it not appealing to casual gamers that much, because there are no sports involved, but I liked it. It gives us a little demo of what we can expect in the future, even though many of these attractions have nothing to do with the real franchises, and might actually seem kind of unattractive. Like with the Pikmin game, you know, am I gonna get the Pikmin game? Cause this version was bad.
Alright, the next review is gonna be Rayman Legends. For how long? God. You know, Ubisoft or Ubisoft, whatever, why delay a game only a few weeks before its initial release? Seriously, what's wrong with you? I mean, they're delaying it till September to make it multi-platform. I'm not gonna get it in September. Have you any idea how many games are coming out in September? Seriously, do you have marbles for breaks or something?